Welcome to my channel. This is Balligavi, Temple of Hoysala Dynasty, and we are on the Hoysala Temple Trail. This is
After visiting Kaleshwara Temple at Bagli and Harihariswara Temple at Harihar near Davangere, now we have reached Kedareshwara Temple at Balligavi. We have hired a 5-star cabs service from Davangere, and Mr. Sadiq has good knowledge of Hoysala Temple Trail. Amazing thing about this Hoysala Temple is that when you think you have seen everything, there stands one more marvel in front of you and makes us think how they could have done this. Entrance to this Kedareshwara temple at Balligavi is through this Mahadarwaja, which takes us thousands of years back to the Hoysala era, and the Hoysala emblem, the Sala killing the lion, welcomes us. The temple at Balligavi is a fine example of combination of Western Chalukya architecture and Hoysala temple architecture. It is believed that, and from the inscription found here, the temple might have been started to build in 7th century and completed around 11th century, and the Balligavi is said to be the ancient capital, and it linked to the King Bali Raja, whom Lord Vishnu killed. The temple is built in Trikuta style. That means there are 3 deities inside the temple. They are Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, and that is evident from the 3 shikharas on top of 3 Garbhagriha, and the shikharas are highly decorative and lot of carvings are done on them, especially the Kirti Mukha or demon face, and all the 3 gods and other deities are carved on top. Hoysala era craftsmen developed different style of temple architecture using soapstone. Soapstones were soft. They were able to decorate the outer walls and shikhara with motifs and carving of symmetrical design. Shikhara of temple tower was built in many layers. They used interlocking system for securing 2 stones together. Top of the shikhara, they had amalka or dome and the kalasha on top. The shikhara design is called Vesara, and this is a mixture of North and South Indian architecture. Another distinctive type of Hoysala architecture is the open mandapa or dance mandapa or assembly hall, supported by many late-turn pillars, and top the ceiling is supported by the brackets. All around the open mandapa has lot of carvings. Complete parapet wall is lined up with female figures called madanikas. They are shown in the form of dancing, doing makeup, and playing musical instrument. Look at their jewelry and various positions. Here you can see she looking in the mirror, and this is a highlight of Hoysala architecture. You can understand how much freedom the females had, and these are the miniature temple shikharas carved just below them. It is like a mini temple carved on the wall of this temple, and you can see this is non-erasable history. They have carved on these stones, and each of the panel looks like ancient wonder. How they did is now also mystery. Kedareshwara temple is a fine example of Hoysala temple architecture, and it is evident in their shikhara design. Here, the 3-tiered shikhara, you can see the Kirti Mukhas or Nazar Muttu lined one after another, and this is the Hoysala crest at Sukhasani. The temple shikhara has many motifs and carving of similar pattern from each layer, and that makes up to top to the amalka or top dome and the amrut kalsha. This is the east side entry to the temple's dance hall and the carrier of Shiva, also the gatekeeper of Shiva, the Nandi, welcomes us inside. Look at this massive Nandi. He is adorned with lot of ornaments on his body. The Lord Shiva is called Kedareshwara, and that is reason Balligavi is called Dakshin Kedara. Passing through this corridor of late turn pillars and wondering how they could have done this, you can look at this Sabha Mandapa all around these late turn pillars and sitting arrangement. And top of this sitting arrangement, these pillars, half pillars are of different design. Hoysala temple architecture, the deity halls or Garbhagriha are connected to the dance hall or assembly hall through the enclosed mandapa or called antara. Kedeshwara temple at Balligavi houses three deities, so it is Trikuta temple. Kedareshwara in the form of Shivalinga and Lord Vishnu in the form of Janardana and Lord Brahma in the form of Linga is seen in this temple. Temple Pujari explained us about the Janardana. Janardana is one of the 24 forms of Lord Vishnu. Brahma is in the form of Brahmalinga. Actual deity of Brahma had a forehead, but now at the museum, the temple priest explained us that this is the Hoysala temple and this is Trikuta. With three deities are there. First, this is Kedareshwara, the form of Shiva. Other one is Brahma. And third one is Lord Vishnu in the form of Janardana. And he also explained us around this Lord Janardana statue, all the 10 avatars.
ವಾಮನ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಮ ಬುದ್ಧ ಕಲ್ಕಿ.
Okay.
ಈ ಮತ್ಸ್ಯಾವತಾರದಾಗ ಒಂದು ವಾಹನದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಕೂರ್ಮಾವತಾರ ಸಮುದ್ರ ಮಥನ ಮಾಡೋ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಆಮೆ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ತಳಭಾಗ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಮುದ್ರ ಮಥನ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವರಯವತ ಹಿರಣ್ಯಕಶ್ಯಪನ ಅಣ್ಣನ Hoysala temple houses many other small deities around the main temple. Here you can see the closed door of one of the temple, and here you can see the carvings on top of the door frames, and side you can see the perforated windows and the jams or shakas carved out beautifully. Bottom you can see the Dwarbala standing there. Hoysala temple architecture stand out for this ceiling design called Navranga, and here you can see the floral design. Presently, the temple is under Archaeological Survey of India and they have an art gallery here. It is said that Balligavi had more than 50 temples and remains of that are found here in this art gallery. Balligavi was a famous political and religious center from ancient time, and Satavahana-Kadambas, Western Chalukyans and Hoysalas ruled this area. The famous Hoysala queen Shantala Devi, wife of Vishnuvardhana, was born at this place. Also, the Alam Prabhu and Akka Mahadevi, who were Lingayat and they spread Virsev sect, also were born at this place. Many remains of temples and stone inscription, Shilalekhas and hero stones are found at this museum at Balligavi.
These stone inscriptions, these monuments and hero stones is a non-erasable history, and we are able to get the vital information from these.
Visit to this Kedareshwara temple at Balligavi is not finished until you have a look at the many monuments
At the museum, ancient monument, each and every stone has its own story, and it is true with these hero stones or virgals or virgalu, and there are many found at Ballegavi temple site at the museum. Have you ever wondered what they are trying to tell us by these hero stones? Just try to decode it. Here you can see this virgal has around 5 horizontal frames, one on top of other. Only 3 horizontal frames are seen in virgal, and bottom is always the hero fighting for his livestock or for his land or for his people or fighting with some wild creature. Thus, they become heroes and they are considered demigods. Stone is erected in memory of them, and middle frame you can see angels are taking them to the heaven. Even if the lady has gone sati, she is also taken to the heaven by apsaras. Top row you can see the person worshipping the god, and top you can see the sun and moon, means his heroic act will be remembered up to the time there is sun and moon in the sky. Here you can see in the bottom row the brave warriors wives, they are going sati and they also become immortal. Here you can see Jain Tirthankars. Hoysala followed Jainism at early stage, and later on they become follower of Lord Vishnu. These warriors and these hero stones, fighting and war senses on these stone motifs tells us the story of their heroic act, and also what was the life in general and how brave and how strong they were. Also, the artisans who made these 3D sculptures must be really good at their work. Ancient Hindus worship snakes, and they are seen always in a couple, maybe the sign of love. Hindu mythology always considered female to be supreme power or Shakti, and that is evident from the motifs and carvings found on the ancient temple. Here you can see this panel shows Saptamatrika or female power, and these are found in temples of ancient India. They are also accompanied by Saraswati and Lord Ganesha. They are the god and goddess of wisdom. Elaborate carvings of these Saptamatrukas is seen at the famous Ellora caves of Kailasha, and there you can see they are flanked by their assistants and carriers, though now it is damaged because only problem was that the invaders didn't know the value of that. The mother goddesses were named Brahmani, Maheshwari, Kumari, Vaishnavi, Varahi, Indrani, Chamunda. After seeing these Saptamatrukas in many temples, you can come to know that from Satavahanas to Kadambas or Hoysalas or and Rashtrakutas, they were linked to somewhere together, and they were same set of people who built these temples. Many panels are here showing varieties, and they are in broken or neglected condition. The Hanuman
or called Chapaddan Hanuman can be seen in many temples across Maharashtra, Karnataka and South India called Chapaddan, ready to strike. The sun god is seen here, flanked by his two wives, Usha and Sandhya. These stone inscription or hero stones giving us vital information about ancient time are seen here. They are the link between today's world and ancient time. Also, it is non-erasable history written on stone. Look at the masterpiece of carving this young Prince Sala killing the lion. The young Prince Sala and his teacher were in a temple in Angadi when a tiger approached them. The teacher handed Sala an iron rod and said, Hoysala, which translates to strike Sala. Sala took the rod and killed the tiger with a single blow, and it became the emblem of Hoysala dynasty. You can clearly see the Sala striking with the dagger and killing the lion. These miniature shikharas are decorated with the deities on them and also Kirtimukha in between and the creepers. There are many more things to explore and understand, but we are now moving on to Bandalike, which is also in Shivamogga district, and it had 4 ancient temples and 1 Jain Basti. Do like and subscribe my YouTube channel Namrata's Mantra so as to get more videos. We have many more temples to explore in Karnataka.